Ornery. Wow. Haven't heard that before. Wow, man. A little more, maybe a little more vocal, a little more vocal. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. A little more, maybe. A few days before he turned 80, he was sitting out back in his rocker. He said, "What you been up to lately?" I told him, "Chasing the dollar." And in between sips of coffee, he pours this wisdom on me and said, "If you want my 2 cents, I'm making a dollar count." Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring and let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Put a little money in the plated church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it, it all goes by real quick. And you can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt. Or a 3-bedroom house in Whitefish for $2 million. I don't know what I'm not kidding you. Before you get caught on that ladder, let me tell you what it's all about. Find the things that really matter, that you can put a fence around. And then he laid it out. Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring and let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Put a little money in the plated church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt. Thank the good Lord for it, 'cause he ain't making any more of it. So buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring and let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Put a little money in the plated church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch the pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. 'Cause the truth about it, it all goes by real quick. And you can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt. You can buy dirt. Thanks for coming down, you guys. See you next week. All right. Hey, this is unbelievable, man. Oh my God. I mean, this is without a doubt the coolest venue I've probably ever done in my life. Seriously, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this. I need to thank all the girls here. God, I'm in here earlier setting my stuff up with all these beautiful girls. No men at all except me, and that I barely qualify for that. But I mean, anyway, my name is John Dunnigan, and I live up in Whitefish, Montana. And I recognize almost everyone here. Everyone I look out have a story about, or I have photos with some of you people. No, just kidding. I I got to keep it kind of PG-13, don't I? All right. Let's see. Let's try this one here. Let's do this one here. So I graduated from high school in 19... and I... a couple of years ago, and my mom and dad moved to Big Fork, Montana. My dad moved to Big Fork, I think, in 1973. And my dad had a sporting goods store right there on Main Street in Big Fork. My mom soon followed him up and sold real estate down there, and my sister came up and sold drugs, and can I say stuff like that? And I came up just to, kind of check it out in about 74, 75. I was only 2 years old then. And Big Fork, Montana, which is our cool place right now, back in the 1970s was absolutely off the charts amazing. I mean, I'm not making this up, and I don't have nothing scripted. The first time I went to Big Fork was October. I surprised my mom on her birthday. She's now in prison, but we'll talk about that later. But she was home then, and I remember going into Big Fork in October of 1976, I think, maybe 75, and there was horses tied up in front of the bars in the Mountain Lake Tavern, which has since burned down. But literally, and this wasn't like a Yellowstone, I have my perfect hat on show thing. This was like these guys rode in from the Swan over the hill there, and they tied their horses up, and they're in the bar drinking shots of Old Crow or Jim Beam and Miller High Light beer for 35 cents. Wow, I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up. It was unbelievable. And I said, I love this town, man, and I never left. There's a song called Take the Time to Read. When I did graduate from high school, me and a buddy jumped in a Volkswagen Bug and we drove around the United States, started out where I lived there in Northern California, and we drove through as many states as we possibly could in the whole summer. Went down through the South. We had really long hair, we were kind of like hippie guys, but not really. When we got down into Mississippi and Alabama, we just got out, touched the ground, and we got the hell out of there. The song's called Take the Time to Read. It was June, and I was out of school. I hadn't the world folded right on my lap. I kissed my mama, I checked my wallet. When I drove through town, I tipped my hat. I was 17 in New Orleans when I walked in a bar just like a man. But when I tried to leave, I could not believe I could not walk, I could not stand. And I thought I was cool, and I thought I was smart. I did not know the world was just a highway through my heart. And all along the road, the signs are there to see, but when you're moving so fast, you don't take the time to read. We drove through farmlands, we saw the badlands, and we walked along the canyon so grand. But everywhere I looked, it was like an open book, 'cause we all leave our scars upon the land. There were these girls in North Carolina, and we talked there on their daddy's farm, and they were hot like a cigarette. I saw the sun change the skin on my arm, and I thought I was cool. man. Oh, my God. Thank you, guys. You know, I'm sure all the artists that come here, I know I got a nice word of confidence or whatever from John Floridas, the great guitar player out of Missoula. He just said people are going to just, you're going to lap this up and the people are going to lap it up because, like last night I was playing the Great Northern Bar at 2 o'clock in the morning and people weren't as quiet as you guys. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. So this is like so special for our singer-songwriter people who just like to do those kind of songs like that. I mean, I love going to the Northern and pretending I'm Jimi Hendrix and whatever, or play a bunch of blues for people, who are sloshed on the floor, flopping around like dolphins. God. All right. I'm doing most of the stuff, probably everything from here on will be on my million-selling CDs, I guess. Katie said that, and Melissa said I have sold more CDs at this venue than even Taylor Swift has. I know, thank you. Please remain seated, thank you. No, really, oh, no, she's, never mind. Stop it, come on, hold this. Hey, I love her, man. I like everybody. So, let's see, let me ask you this. Anybody here from the canyon? You know what I mean by the canyon? Of course not, because if you live in the canyon, your cars don't start, you can't drive to Kalispell. I understand. Totally. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, although most of you guys live here, the canyon is what we call the Tri-Cities of Montana, Hungry Horse, Martin City, Coram, about the population of this room, actually, right now. And I met my first wife up there. Well, actually, my only wife. I shouldn't really say that. I don't have it. Somebody gave me, I didn't bring it. Somebody gave me a ring. They found a ring, perfect, on the floor of the Great Northern last night. I'm not making this up. And they brought it up, and here's a ring. Somebody either it came off or somebody took it off, and for whatever reason. And it reminded me of the three rings of marriage: the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and then of course the suffer ring, which is, I know, horrible. I know, come on. I've been married for 40 years, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, 40 years. How about that? To three different women. But I mean, if you add them all up, the first one was. You guys are gonna have to do a lot of editing on this thing, aren't you? You can do that. You can edit all. Because, not only will you edit it out, but if you don't, I'm going to be in prison, or I'm going to have another alimony suit against me. Sorry, it's kind of too early for humor like that, isn't it? Oh my God. You all right with all that stuff? I remember I was doing the little radio show in Whitefish there that just was, a little internet radio show, and then Ross Strauser, who's a great buddy of mine, thought, let's go down and do it live at the Buffalo Cafe at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I went, no, I don't think we should. Okay, we're doing it. So the next thing I know, I'm playing in the Buffalo. People are big logger construction guys are eating bacon and eggs, and I'm trying to be funny, and they didn't think I was very funny. So we didn't do that anymore. I was telling the girls here, a friend of mine said, art does not happen before noon, and I'm at 8 o'clock in the morning trying to do these funny things, and it was like the worst gig of my life, man. All right, here's a song about the girls that live up in the canyon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a true story, because you can't make this stuff up now. It's all PG-13, it just kind of. We got a little young guy there, but he's not listening too much, right? He's got his own world going on. Well, now Elma Turrell was a beautiful girl, and I'd love to have her for my wife. She's just the kind of a woman that could make me happy for the rest of my life. But my daddy said, son, something you don't know, and there's something that I think you oughter. Well, now Elma Turrell, she's a beautiful girl, but son, she's my daughter. Sorry. Well, now Alice Green, she's a beautiful thing, and I'd love to have her for my wife. She's just the kind of a woman that could make me happy for the rest of my life. But my daddy said, son, something you don't know, and there's something that I think you oughter. Well, now Alice Green, she's a beautiful thing, but son, she's my daughter. Well, I've been all around this big old country like a buck looking for a doe. And it seems that every woman that I'd like to marry was a wild oat my daddy sowed. So I went to my mama with my head hung down, and I asked her what the matter would be. And I told her the problem, and she took my hand. She said, John, now you listen to me. You see, your daddy was such a good-looking young man, like an eager young stallion horse. His blood ran hot, and well, you can't blame him for letting Mother Nature take his course. But you got no reason to be upset. Don't you worry, don't you fret, don't you bother. Cause your daddy ain't your daddy, though he thinks he is, and you can marry whoever you wanna. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You guys got to the ending before I did, man. Oh my God. I've done that song up in the canyon, and people sit there like this. Oh, what's he talking about? Oh my God. Wow, that was fun, man. That was fun. So, my friend right here, my lady friend right here, Tim's mom, wants me. You wanted to hear Main Street, right? Is that what you wanted to hear? Didn't you want to hear Main Street, Tim? Yeah. So, and like I said, I've been living in Big Fork for, coming up on 50 years here, man. That's hard to believe, man. A lot of changes, a lot of good changes. Some of them are not so good. It's obviously more crowded. And I can remember, if you're familiar with the Big Fork area, I remember the guy that owned the Buffalo Cafe, Charlie Metzel, and another buddy. We were going to head up the Jewel Basin and go hiking and fishing. This would have been in the late 70s, and we drove up that Jewel Basin Road all the way to, hiked to Mount Aeneas, and we got there, and there was a car there. Oh my God, there's one car there, and we thought we just ruined the whole day for it, but there's somebody here, man. And now, right? Who's been up there lately? There's like 100 cars up there in the summertime. That's the way it goes. It's a beautiful place, and everyone wants to live here, and you can't blame people for that. So here's a song called I Miss Main Street, and like I say, I had a lot of great experiences on Main Street in Big Fork with my dad. The sporting goods store, and I worked next door at the Mountain Lake Tavern as a bartender at first, and then, later on, of course, when I became a folk legend, I still couldn't get a gig down there. But anyway, here's I Miss Main Street. I got a little thing on my car that says, less talking, more singing, John. I just get it. There's a new movie house on the outside of town. It's the very first thing that you see. And the people are coming from miles around. And the merchants on Main can't compete. They've got records and rugs, groceries and drugs on an acre of a cold concrete floor. And when I came in, my head started to spin. I forgot what I came in for. And I miss Main Street, where everyone knew you by name. And I miss Main Street. How this little town's changed. There's no stopping it, I guess. It's all part of progress. We're trading the old for the new. And I miss Main Street. What in the world is this world coming to? Now the old movie house, it's all boarded up. It's waiting to be torn down. And between the new mall and this damn wrecking ball, they're making short work of this town. But folks, the these days just spend their pay in a discount atmosphere. Nobody knows where the money all goes, but none of it stays around here. And I miss Main Street, where everyone knew you by name. And I miss Main Street. My, how this little town has changed. There's no stopping it, I guess. It's all part of progress. We're trading the old for the new. And I miss Main Street. What in the world is this world coming to? 'Cause I used to love this town when I was just a kid. If only you could see it now the way I once did. But I miss Main Street, where everyone knew you by name. And I miss Main Street. My, how this little town's changed. There's no stopping it, I guess. It's all part of progress. We're trading the old for the new. And I miss Main Street. What in the world is this world coming to? What in the world is this world coming to? Thanks, you guys. Thank you very much. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Oh, my God. So many. Yeah, 45 minutes. I'm not even halfway warmed up in 45 minutes. Like I say, played last night at the Great Northern, and I got to play tonight at the Firebrand Hotel there in downtown Whitefish. So all this progress stuff, you know, I mean, I can't knock it because I don't want to bite the hand that literally feeds me. So, and there's a lot of good things. The Firebrand's a beautiful hotel in Whitefish, and some of you guys know my son is in a band called the Little Smokies. They're out of Missoula, Montana. They play the Great Northern, which is a really small venue for them. They play all over the place, Red Rocks, and they were booked at the Grand Ole Opry, but that COVID thing happened. You know, I was speaking of the COVID thing, I was in the bathroom washing my hands with that disinfectant stuff, and it reminded me of the COVID thing. I washed my hands so much during that COVID thing that my 6th grade girlfriend's name appeared on my hand. I love that joke, man. I love that. Sorry. But trying to figure out how to weave all these songs together. I got so many songs in so little time. Let me do the Quarter Horse song about my son Andy, who's in this band. This is a song I wrote when he's like 35 years old now, living at the house in Whitefish. We lived in the same house for 30 years. He became this really incredible musician. And bragging about your kid might sound weird, but these are big time boys. These aren't guys. This is not like bragging about your kid who just hit a home run in Little League. Okay, these guys they're pro. They tour around with Emmylou Harris and Ricky Skaggs, and I mean they're out there with the best of the best. That's why I'm still working the Firebrand. But Andy goes, Dad, we all talk about you. You got the greatest jobs in the world, man. Because I live like 6 blocks from the Firebrand Hotel, and I do the Great Northern, and I do the Grouse Mountain, and I do, the Craggy Range, and I got to go to Grouse Mountain. It's like a mile away. Boy, whew. Anyway, here's a song called the Quarter Horse Song. It's a true story. And this has been recorded by 6 different people. Hold on, I'm a banjo player. 6 different people. Nobody you've ever heard of. Unfortunately, if some guy like Garth Brooks or Alan Jackson or one of those old school guys would record this song, I could buy new snow tires for my truck. No, I wouldn't do that. You know what I would do? Forget the snow tires. I would just move somewhere where it's warm in the winter time, and it's not as foggy. Okay, here we go. Here's a quarter horse song. Come see me ride, Papa. This is my day. I got a brand new horse. He wants to play. Come see me ride, Papa. It's here I want to stay. 'Cause I want to ride so high that I'd fly away. He'd always be there when we'd come to town. Just a buckskin pony going round and around. My son was a baby when he took his first ride, with a handful of quarters and me at his side. Oh, the stories we'd make up at night before bed about cowboys and heroes and sunsets so red. They'd all make impressions as time runs its course, but none run deeper than that boy's quarter horse. So come see me ride, Papa. This is my day. I got a brand new horse. He wants to play. Come see me ride, Papa. It's here I want to stay. 'Cause I want to ride so high that I'd fly away. Well, I knew it would happen. I didn't know when the pop machine appeared where the horse should have been. And my son, he just stood there. Then he looked all around. And then he walked over and laid his quarters on the ground. And he fell asleep on the ride back home. And I stopped quickly to use the telephone. And when we turned the corner, there tied to my porch was an honest to goodness real live quarter horse. And now he says, come see me ride, Papa. This is my day. I got a brand new horse and he wants to play. Come see me ride, Papa. It's here I want to stay. 'Cause I want to ride so high that I'd fly away. I want to ride so high that I'd fly away. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Katie. Thank you all very much. Oh my God. I'm sitting here playing these songs and I'm getting like goosebumps and stuff, and then I realize I'm just sitting on my wallet really weird. Just put that right there. Man, I'm looking at that. We got to do more time next time. Next time we got to play more. Oh my God, it just rips on by. Oh my gosh. Let me just check my little notes here to make sure. Okay. Oh, let's see. What's that? Lettuce, tomato. That's the grocery list. Hold on here. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, see, take time, Jack's Guitar Ponies. Anybody got any requests? I still got a couple of 10, 15 minutes, but anybody want to hear anything that I haven't done yet, for sure? Besides the Blow 'em Away song, Mike? Oh dear, really? I was gonna do the real estate song. So I had a request for a song called I'm Too White to Sing Reggae, which Just I could do a little bit of it with. Normally, I've got all my stuff and I put on my wig and everything, and it's at the Great Northern at 2 o'clock in the morning and everything. But I can do a little bit for you, though. Okay, I'll do a little bit. Let me do just a little. And this is one of my songs. I do have some CDs over there, which of course nobody buys anymore. That's why I have a whole bunch. And if you want them, I'm selling them for $10, but I would pretty much take anything. I have 4 different ones. It's awkward because. I made a joke, my mom's in prison, so she ordered 4 of them and she hasn't paid me. I went down to visit her and she's, making license plates and making, $8 an hour. I didn't really want to, have her, come on, Mom, I need the $32 or whatever. And so I just let it slide. And so she owes me money. It's weird. I wrote this song years ago. I used to play what is now called Showtime in Big Fork. It used to be called the Sea Star. Anybody remember the Sea Star restaurant? Michelle does. Only one person? Wow. I'm that old. Oh my God. And I had some guy come in one night and he goes, "There's some reggae music." And the cook, they had one of those, things where the cook could look out in the crowd and the cook yells out, "You're too white to sing reggae, Dunnigan." And I went, okay, that's perfect. Well, now, I'm too white to sing reggae. I'm too white to sing blues. I'm too white to sing anything except Barry Manilow tunes. I like to smoke with the ganja and pretend I'm Bob Marley. But if the truth is known, I sit up all night long and get stoned on Lipton tea. So I grew up near San Francisco in the twilight of the purple haze. I was a red-haired guy, but I wanted to try to play ball like Willie Mays. But my skin was red and blistered, and I could not stand the heat. So in the shade of the tree, how manly of me playing catch with my little sister. Here we go now. I'm too white to sing reggae. I'm too white to sing blues. I'm too white to sing anything except Barry Manilow tunes. The song is dated. I like it to smoke with the ganja. Pretend I am Bob Marley. Never work in this town again. And if the truth is known, I sit up all night long and get stoned on Lipton tea. There's more verses, but that's enough. That's enough. Oh my God. I did not expect to do that song, that's for sure, man. All right. That was a fun tune. It's just a really fun song. What the heck? I like doing fun songs. It's just good. I think not enough fun stuff going on out there in the world right now. So here's another one of my songs on one of my million-selling CDs over there that I wrote driving down the Swan Highway a long time ago, probably. I have no idea when, but this song always kind of reminds me of Bear Spray because I had this girlfriend. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna. That's another story, So you're going, wow, girlfriends and Bear Spray? Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. She told me to get out of her life and never wanted to see me again. I played this song for her, and spray, and it was the song's called "Save Me." It has nothing to do with that story I just made up on the spot right then. Okay, nothing. How many folks would like their money back right now? Anyway. Save Me. This is your classic folk singer song. I'm a river and I'm a stream, waterfall in this wandering dream. Raging rapids, I'm wild, I'm free. I'm as old as the Missouri, I'm as cold as the sea. Save me. I'm all your good times, I'm your bad times too. Your laughs, your cries, when your heart breaks blue. I'm a bridge in the summer and I'm a book when it rains. Sometimes in July, I'm a pocket full of change. Save me. I'm the girl down the street, I'm your only real love. Or your mother, your sister, you can't get enough of. I'm the friends in your photo, I'm the music in your heart. Your special friends, you'll never grow apart. Save me. I speak to you, but you never do hear. With cracks in the ground, is it still unclear to you? You've dirtied sisters' rivers, and you've cut my son's trees, paved my mom's prairies and built your cities. You've killed off my pets, you've invented your own. You've ripped my father's earth, and you call this your home. 'Cause I'm a river, and I'm a stream, waterfall in this wandering dream. Raging rapids, I'm wild, I'm free. I'm as old as the Missouri, and I'm as cold as the sea. Save me. Save me. Thank you guys. Wow, all right, let's see. There's so many things I gotta do. I just don't have any time, man. Oh my God. You're all going, wow, he's a pretty mediocre singer and pretty okay guitar player, but can he play blues harmonica? I know. Please remain seated. I know. So back in the day. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh boy, Katie, you are on the job here. So back, how many folks remember when they did the movie Heaven's Gate in the Flathead Valley? Anybody remember that? A couple people. If you don't know, they filmed Heaven's Gate, which is like the worst Hollywood film ever made. But during that time, it was 1979, all these Hollywood guys, I'm not making this up, Michael Cimino and Chris Christopherson and all those guys from that movie were hanging out in Big Fork, and I was there playing guitar. But I met a harmonica player named Norton Buffalo, who was, at the time, the greatest harmonica player in the world. He played with Steve Miller for 34 years, the Doobie Brothers, Johnny Cash, has his own band, and he used to come into the Mountain Lake Tavern, and I knew who he was, and I saw him walk in, and I was playing harmonica, like Bob Dylan on acid, and here comes And here comes Norton Buffalo. I'm not making this up. Go home and YouTube Norton Buffalo. He's the best. He has since passed away, but he showed me a lot of stuff on the harmonica. So I'll do my little Norton Buffalo thing for you. Play my harmonica, pretty little Monica. Her hair was so black it was blue. I used to play my harmonica for pretty little Monica. Her hair was so black it was blue. To the edge of town we'd go. She always used to know exactly what to do. And I'd call her on the telephone. She was cold and all alone. We'd talk for hours at a time. I used to call her on the telephone. She was cold and all alone. We talked for hours at a time. Yeah, for a little peace of mind and a shiny phone booth dime, I knew the girl was dialed in mine. Here we go now. so black it was blue. I used to play my harmonica. This is what her name was, Monica Montoffy. I met her in Occidental, California. Oh man, just a little Italian, Spanish girl, man. Oh my God. She thought I was a freak. Okay. There you go. Oh no, I'm gonna do that. Sorry. Hey, thanks you guys. I'm gonna do one more song for you, okay? And I gotta do one more here. I'll do the real estate song for my friend Neil, wherever Neil went. There he is. Thank you so much, you guys. This is a dream. This is a dream for folk singers. I'm not kidding you. I don't know who's the next artist. Who is it? Say it again. Chris Young. Christian. Oh, what a cool name. I wish I had a name like that. This is John Tian. I'm from France. I'd sell so many more CDs. Who said? Oh, I said John Dunnigan. Duh, okay. Anyway, this is a special thing, and I need to thank all the girls who work here, and they have done a remarkable job getting you people in here, and especially considering the talent they're trying to get here. I understand that, and it's unbelievable. And I have to shout out to my friend Annette here. I made one of those albums you guys are going to rush over and buy when I get done, right? Annette sings on one of them. She sings on one or two of the songs, I think, but just one of the most beautiful voices in the history of the world, and I'm not kidding you. And Katie for doing the sound, thank you very much. I love it. And Melissa back there for putting this. Give the girls a nice hand. And the inner light. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. And if I come back, I'll do the rest of the songs I didn't have a chance to do here. And it just goes by too fast. So here's a crazy song for you right now. It is mine. I did write this. Like I say, my mom was in the real estate business down in Big Fork in the day, and then when the whole prison thing happened, she went away and she was in charge of the newsletter for a while until the solitary confinement thing kind of came along. So she sent me a little part of the newsletter. This is totally true. About 20 years ago, she said that they're selling waterfront property in the Flathead Valley by the inch. Not the foot, not the acre, by the inch. And I went, oh my God, I got to write a song about this. And it's the reason I'm not sponsored by the Whitefish Chamber of Commerce anymore, because I'm just going to ramble on and do this, okay? Put your seatbelts on, okay? I'm just gonna do it for you. I think that's enough setup. It's a true. I'm doing like 6 verses that are all totally true. Some of them you're gonna think are not, but I would never lie to you people. Here's the phone call to the here's the phone call to the real estate office from the person that wants to buy property in the Flathead Valley. It's a rotary phone. This is 20 years ago. I want a house on a hill with a view and a stream and a wild tame herd of elk. Dogs that don't drool and dolphins in a pool and a barn full of pasteurized milk. And outside my etched glass windows, bull trout in a dammed up creek. A huge log home where the deer used to roam, a Hummer and 2 ATVs. And I want my new log home from old growth trees, but God don't cut any down. It needs to be way up in the hills, but still somehow close to town. Can we see a bear from our front porch there? And what are the northern lights? Can I hear a wolf? Can I catch a fish without any mosquito bites? I put a big fence up all around that's mine, 'cause I got here before you. I've been here for almost a year, so I ain't no greenhorn fool. All my lawyer friends work in real estate now, and they drive big shiny cars, and the lights are so bright from their Escalade you can't even see the stars. Well, I used to be the top of the food chain, but now I'm just something's meal. I used to love to wear fur jackets, but now they make me feel too real. All these new age yuppie .comers want a mover to find their roots, with their bad suntans and punk-ass kids and fake snake cowboy boots. Come on now, Kalispell. So a I'll let you guys know I have two sons. One of my sons is in this band called the Little Smokies. He's a pretty famous guy. But I have another son, and his name is, oh yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy went down to Bozeman State and got a degree in fish, wildlife, and biology, which means he'll be a bartender most of his life. No, that's not true. He's a fish biologist. He's saving the world one native cutthroat trout at a time, ladies and gentlemen. So, Jimmy, this is true now, okay? So, a couple years ago, Jimmy rides his bicycle back to the house, and he goes, Dad, I almost got run over by Johnny Depp, by Marcus Market. And I said, Jimmy, let him run you over. He rode his bicycle back to the house because we live pretty close, to town. I can't, because of security reasons, the girls, I can't really tell you where I live, because, no, really, a couple of weeks ago, Melissa, there was these girls all night long, they're banging on my door. It's like 5 in the morning. I got up and I let them out. Come on! It's almost over, you guys. It's almost over. I swear to God. Well, okay, it's 2 more verses. I wrote them. What did you tell me? I used to be there. Did I do the food chain? What did you tell me about that? I did the food chain. I don't know. I forgot. I'm clowning around so much I forgot one of the verses. Well, nobody told me about the ice and the snow and that you wouldn't see the sun for weeks. I slipped on the sidewalk yesterday and bruised my cosmetically enhanced cheeks. I've got a personal trainer, and he loves to make house calls. It's perfectly clear to live up here, you need to have really big snow tires. It's perfectly clear to live up here, do we really need a really big mall? Thank you very much, Councilman Montana, John Dunnigan. Fight the power. Thank you all very much, Katie. Thank you, guys. What a great time. What a great time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, you guys. I know I went late. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you. One more? Really? One more? Oh, the banjo. Okay. I'll make this quick. I haven't played my banjo. I'll just riff on the banjo because it sounds really good. And I mean, for me anyway, it sounds really good. Okay. Wow. Oh man, that's just so fun, you guys. Oh God, it's gonna be so disappointing my next couple of gigs. Yeah. That's like playing in front of a crowd, and they go, and you see him talking to the waitress. Can we put the TV on? Oh. I mean, I like sports a lot, but sports and folk songs they don't mix real well, man. They really don't. It's not a good combination. And I'm like a psycho sports guy, man. I love it, but man, oh man. All right. Yeah. I know. So this banjo I'm going to play here is really cool. It's got a great little Montana story. It was made in Bozeman. It's a Gibson Mastertone banjo. They're now, I think, back in Nashville or maybe Kalamazoo, Michigan. But back in the 80s, they made these. They made them in Bozeman. The Gibson Guitar Company is in Bozeman, and they make more. Dig this! They make more acoustic guitars and I think mandolins and stuff in Bozeman than any place in the world. In Bozeman, Montana. So during that time, they were making these banjos, and I thought, I'm going to get one. And of course, my wife wanted me to buy a lawnmower. So I bought her one. Oh, don't we gotta edit that out. Katie, edit that out. My wife will use that forever, man. Oh my God. All right. Can y'all hear the band? Well, you can't go home if you're going down the hill, 'cause the bridge washed out down the bottom of the mill. The big creek's up and the little creek's level. plow my corn with a big snow shovel. Stay all night, stay a little longer, dance all night, dance a little longer, and throw up your coat and throw 'em in the corner. I don't see why you don't stay a little longer. There's a mule and a grasshopper eating ice cream, and the mule got sick and they laid him on a bean. The girls in white fish about half grown jump on the man like a dog on a bone. That's where that song goes. Stay all night, stay a little longer, dance all night, dance a little longer, and throw your coat, throw 'em in the corner. I don't see why you don't stay a little longer. In 1814, I took a little trip. It was along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. Fired our guns and the British kept a-coming, and there wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once some more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Thank y'all. Thank you guys. Thank you. See you next time. Be careful out there. Use your turn signals. Okay, bye. I'm starving. I'm starving.